Is it possible for me to be the most bullish that I've ever been on Bitcoin, but right now record a video talking about downside, talking about some short-term consolidation into the 20,000s? It's very possible. At the very least, it's going to keep you on your toes. And if you're new to crypto and you're trying to accumulate more Bitcoin in this bull market, this could be the most powerful and last opportunity to do so. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. On the way in, let's jump into the Bitcoin video. This is just a mess of trend lines. If you've been watching my YouTube channel and probably others, it's all we've been tracking. Just trend lines, patterns, breakout targets, and Bitcoin just keeps consolidating, keeps faking everybody out. And I want to step away from this. We know what's going on here. Potential symmetrical triangle that we've been tracking with the busted symmetrical triangle in play, breakout target to like 50,000, a new symmetrical triangle right here. If you address that, or if you adjust that lower trend line based on these new swing lows, we have a falling channel, a falling wedge, all of this good stuff. Breakout targets very similar on all of these patterns. Let's step away from that noise for a second because it's driving me crazy as of lately. This is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the monthly. Let's scroll into where we are right now. This is the monthly candle currently, getting ready to close in around a day. This to me, and I'm going to do a prediction. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. This is ugly to me. This is just ugly to me. Maybe in the next 24 hours or so, this monthly candle can turn around and we can, get a pump to like the 40,000 area or something. But right now, the downward pressure, the resistance that Bitcoin has seen is evident. It's obvious. It should be throwing alerts up to everybody. It's fun. It's nice to do bullish nonstop hype videos on YouTube, but I have to just be real with you all and tell you what I'm seeing on the charts. And on the macro, on the macro charts, monthly chart, you can see Bitcoin as that's happening is actually in that overbought territory on the monthly chart. Now, this isn't a bad thing. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am so bullish on Bitcoin. If what I think might be ready to happen happens, I might be getting prepared personally to put in my largest altcoin and Bitcoin accumulation that I've done, because I truly think that if we get this dip potentially in the next 1 to 2 months or so, this will be the last big dip before Bitcoin is just taking off and breaking all-time highs once again. It's an accumulation opportunity, everybody. This is a really important video that I'm doing. So look at that monthly candle. Let's go back. We have a very similar candle at this swing high. This was June 2019. Now, we've been doing a lot of comparisons. This move going into June 2019, here's on the daily chart, to what Bitcoin has recently done. A lot of comparisons. The charts look very similar. Here's now, and here's that 2019 move. Now, that move took us into a longer term consolidation, and obviously COVID played a part. There's COVID swing low in March, but that took us into a long period of consolidation. I don't necessarily we're going to get an exact move like that. I'll show you what the type of move I think we will get is, but going to the monthly chart, this is what that monthly candle looked like before that happened. Now, top of the last bull market, very similar monthly candle that you see right here. Again, just resistance. You can see it all in that wick, the downward pressure, the bulls lost. So the bulls basically lost summer of 2019. They lost at the swing high of last bull market. And even here, and this is probably the most synergistic move that I think I want to track and discuss from a historical perspective, is this. Bitcoin swing high, pretty ugly looking monthly candle. But look at the next month. This was a very quick happening. So what Bitcoin did was it saw a swing high, and then eventually over the next month or two saw an ultimate swing low of 40%, bouncing very quickly, continuing to the next into the continuation of the bull market. Now, this is the type of move that I'm anticipating. If I had to throw a prediction, this is what it would be. I think this is most likely to occur. I could be wrong. Bitcoin can take off, everybody. I will enjoy that. Trust me. But if I had to sit here in front of you and discuss what I think Bitcoin is going to do, I think it's a move very similar to this. And you can even see on the Bitcoin monthly chart, Bitcoin at that time, also in overbought territory on the monthly. And you can see it at that dip right here. overbought, but continued well into the bull market after that dip happened. And here we are, very similar area on the RSI. Now, if we look at the move itself, this is Bitcoin back in that move in 2017. This is what it looked like. And you can see we've done a lot of comparisons already talking about this move in the middle of the last bull market before continuation to the upside. And here it is. It's a swing high that Bitcoin put in basically to that swing low. There's that 40% move or so. It happened very quickly, and it is just very harmonious with our Bitcoin charts currently on the daily chart, right? The move right now would look like a move to around $24,000. For me, that's my speculative projection based on technicals. We have a $24,000 breakout target that we've been talking about. That's still just in my mind. It's still in play. And for altcoins potentially a little bit more volatile and an amazing accumulation area for me personally. Now, looking at this daily chart, looking at all of these trend lines, everything happening, maybe Bitcoin breaks to the upside. I would love for Bitcoin to do that. You know, if Bitcoin doesn't do this dip that I think it's going to do, trust me, I would be very excited, and I'll do very, very bullish videos talking about that move, tracking that move. But going to the monthly chart, the harmony historically is there in terms of what looks like is getting ready to happen for Bitcoin. And you can just see it. Look at the gains that Bitcoin has made right into this monthly candle that we are in right now for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm tracking right now. And if you look at this monthly chart zoomed out, you can just see Bitcoin is on trajectory, very bullish looking. And, you know, here's Bitcoin entering the last bull market right here, breaking those bull market doors, that green Fibonacci channel. Here's Bitcoin this time around, breaking the bull market doors, this green Fibonacci channel. And the one thing to note is Bitcoin had monthly candles where it consolidated on its way through those bull market doors, just after the bull market doors, that move that we just talked about in June to July or whatever. And this time around, Bitcoin hasn't had any accumulation since breaking into consolidation since breaking into the bull market doors. So a phase where we're coming down to $24,000, putting in some type of monthly candle, maybe the next monthly candle ends up being green as well, but there could be a very long wick dipping into the 24,000, maybe even lower than that potentially, in a very volatile capitulation type of environment. That's just what's setting up, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. And I wanted to do a video. I'm putting myself out there a little bit, just kind of saying that's what I think is going to happen. But I feel like if I'm not telling you all at least once in a while what I think is going to happen next, then, you know, what is the point, right? And I could be totally wrong here, everybody. So just keep that in mind. But I want to be candid. I want to be transparent with you. At the end of the day, no YouTuber is going to tell you what's going to happen. Nobody knows. But that is what's setting up historically. The data rings true that could potentially happen, and it would make probably the most sense. Now, if Bitcoin explodes, just keep that in mind. There's just the targets to the upside in that $50,000 range, next stop for Bitcoin. And a lot of different things can happen. FUD could truly just bring Bitcoin right down to those targets, or something crazy good could happen and Bitcoin just explodes to the upside. So keep in mind, nobody has control over these markets in terms of what is actually going to happen. We do not know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just showing you the data, and I'm showing you what I think is potentially getting ready to happen. So those are my thoughts today as we track Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I truly appreciate you cruising by. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.